I love Sorochi.
No, you don't. No,
So
you
before we
don't.
started this episode, Emmanuel has been teasing Sorochi.
Before I came on, yeah, I knew that we were gonna do good together.
Yeah. So you had a crush on her before coming on the podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
First off, thank you very much for bringing wine for us. This is the first guest that has ever come on our podcast and brought us a drink.
That's really thoughtful.
Yeah, thank you very much. Was it because of Sorochi? You wanted to impress her?
Nah, so I think it's just like a me thing. So first of like we're dropping a project. I'm dropping a project like later in the year, and it just like felt like it was kind of like God designed that you guys like reached out, and I thought it was gonna be thoughtful if I'd be able to like bring something.
Oh,
I wanted to bring chocolate, by the way, but I didn't find any best chocolate, so I was grocery shopping this morning, so I was like, I could just get wine. So.
It's okay. We like wine. Thank you.
That's really nice.
All right.
I mean, that's a good impression.
It is a good impression.
Yeah.
Not like you care about mine, but hers, she's already giving it to you.
I think it's like, because you're the one that reached out, Sarah, so I think I did it for like, just you guys. So I wanted to buy two, but I just like thought like maybe it's something that you guys are even going to drink on the podcast. So
we actually, you see, if you watch our podcast, you know we don't drink on the podcast.
I
We
mean,
don't drink
it
while
would be bad
shooting.
for us to start drinking on the podcast.
It wouldn't be.
Yeah, because, Why
Actually,
not?
it wouldn't be.
Who made the rules?
Actually.
Yeah, please, the next one you're inviting me from by Origin, because that's...
What did you say?
He said Origin. Which one, the beer or the Alomo?
Beer. So I like the beer. I like the beer like mad. And
I
feel
like the
I
beer
could
as
drink
well.
like a lot of it.
Does that mean that you like bitter leaf water?
No, the beer is not bitter at all.
It's not bitter. It's not like a beer. It's not like regular beer.
Yeah, it's not bitter
It's
at
not,
all.
It's not like stout.
Yeah, actually.
I think that's why I kind of like it, because
Me
it gives
too.
me the vibe of like I'm taking agbo.
No, not agbo. No,
like it's not bitter agbo, but like where you take agbo that is not bitter.
I've never taken agbo self. Talk less of the one that is not
Because
bitter.
then, like, growing up, my grandma used to force us to take
Agbo.
bitter leaf water. Miriogo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That shit,
Where you from?
Anambra. That shit is bitter.
It's not.
Just like
nah.
they call it bitter leaf water.
Yeah.
It is bitter.
But I never had a problem with drinking bitter leaf water. I won't lie. In fact, when my grandma used to cook bitter leaf back then, when I was younger, right, while they are still washing it and it has not yet, it gets to a stage where they cannot put it in the pot. Before it gets to the pot where it's still bitter, I'm literally begging. I'm literally begging her to give me some to eat.
And like growing up, I had PTSD with making ofonubu.
Why?
Because every time we had to make ofonubu, my grandma did not like the ones they sell in the market. So you had to go to the
And do it yourself.
You had to go to the farm, pluck the onubu, sun it, come out, then
Sarah, are you from Anambra as well?
Yes,
I hated it so much. Like,
So you guys grew up in Anambra?
No.
Oh, okay.
I
grew up in
hated it.
Lagos.
Grew up in Lagos. I hated it so much, and I haven't had ofonubu in a very long time. I should even make it one of these days.
You should, please. It's been a while. You gave me
We
food.
should on our 5th date.
On our what?
5th date.
Oh, you're planning on going on 50 dates with her?
5th
Oh,
one.
5th. Let's introduce you. Can we do that?
Yeah.
So we have Emmanuel on our podcast. Emmanuel is one of the most genius creatives we have in this space right now. You're rolling your eyes
Why
because
you
you know
rolling
it's
your
true.
eyes?
Because you know it's
I don't know if
true.
it's true. I think I might be overrated sometimes, to be very honest. But yeah.
Okay, we'll mention a few things that we know that you do, and then you tell us if there is more.
Okay.
So first things first, we all know you as the co-founder of Notesphere.
Yeah.
Notesphere is this really cool social media account that like spotlights creative. Like you guys do really cool
Yep.
stuff there
Thank
on
you.
Notesphere. He's also the founder and creative director of Cosamote.
Yeah.
It was here I found out how to pronounce it. I always thought that Cosamote was Cosamote. I thought it was a
It really
Spanish
sounds
word.
like a Spanish word.
Yeah.
So it's Cosamote. I have debunked this so many times, because
I'm
every time
sorry.
someone calls me and say, "Oh, congrats on the project you're working with Cosamote," I'm like, "Oh my god, it is Cosamote." Like it's
Sorry.
basically remote. Like if you say remote, so you don't say remote, or you don't say.
It's not our fault. When you hear the word like Cosa, Casa, La Casa, Papilla,
Casablanca.
Casablanca, it's giving Spanish.
But yeah, so it's Cosamote, and it's basically just like coined from my pop's name, Cosamote, with a K, and I just thought about it like, let me try and make it cuter, I guess, and like.
So that's how you put the
it.
C there.
I put a C and I put a E. I replaced the U with the E. So.
Okay, fair. And then we also know that he used to work with Maven.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a content strategist, but not anymore.
Yeah.
Right now, you're also film director
Yeah.
with Garage Boys.
Yeah.
So cool. And you are also...
So not specifically with Garage Boys. It's like, I mean, I do like a bunch of film stuff, but I mean, I definitely do work with.
You're
like,
affiliated
yeah,
with them.
Exactly.
Okay. We also know that you're the content lead and in charge of strategic partnerships for the Upper Entertainment.
I was.
Oh, you're no longer with CU.
Yeah.
CUEY. What happened? They sack you. You got too busy.
What happened? This was last year, and actually I think I just got busy. So whenever I
fair.
get busy, so I kind of like I was telling someone like earlier this year that I have a thing for like. I feel like my year since 2022 has been busier, and what I mean by this is, I've always like just quit my stuff like. And it's always like within the same time, August, right? So in August every year.
So what did you quit this year?
I'm not gonna say it.
Tell us what you quit this year. So long as it's not Notesphere.
No, it's not Notesphere. I mean, I'm the co-founder of Notesphere. So.
You could decide
So you can't quit. I mean,
you could decide to just stop being in, like
so
a
he's
part of the
sh-
content and whatnot.
share your part of the shares.
I feel you. I can't say it.
You can't say yet.
Yeah, I can't say yet
And that's
because
okay.
I don't think I've announced it, and this is most likely coming.
Why
out
would it?
soon, so.
See, this is the first time you're coming on a podcast in your life. By the way, we're
I
disrespecting him
think
on the
he
show.
wants to take his time, and that's fine, right?
Yeah,
You should be like me and press him to bring out this information.
But it's like I feel like it's one of my like quitting was even like very difficult, to be very honest, because I think it's like one of my most important jobs. But like looking at like where I'm going in the next 1 year, because like that's how I look at like, so it happens on my birthday. It's like on my birthday
When
I
is your
decide,
birthday?
my birthday is June 24. So my birthday I decide what I want to do for the next year, and when I start like looking at stuff, I have this cute board in my sitting room, and I just like start looking at the things I want to do. And if it aligns with some of the stuff I want to do, I just like, yeah, okay, let's do this. If it doesn't, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna raise this conversation. Then from that conversation, I'll see if I want to continue, and if it doesn't go, so I just quit. So.
Okay, that's fair.
Fair enough.
So, like, we already know that you're a content guy, creative director, a film director. I think you write songs as well.
Yeah, so I want to hear this. I say this every time.
Yes, I remember seeing that too.
I wrote a song with Leah. So I used to be a rapper, actually, and I'm sorry.
Did she roll her eyes at you being a rapper?
Yeah, she rolled her eyes.
Why did you roll your
eyes? It's because of you
eyes?
that I quit, though, to be very honest. I know I was going to miss you.
She likes rappers.
Oh, you do like rappers?
Don't you think some rappers are cool?
I mean, emphasis on some.
Yeah.
I'm the type of song that you like. I feel like I make the type of rap that fine babes like. So,
sorry to cut you. Which Nigerian rapper would you say makes the kind of rap that fine babes like?
Ladipo.
Fair.
But she knew that.
Yeah, fair.
I
That's a
think
good
Ladipo
answer.
does.
Who else?
Like, I don't even think, like, the way I think about Ladipo, I don't even think boys like him. Because, like, boys like people like Odumodu Black.
See, I don't
It's
know.
like,
I agree with
Ladipo
you.
is, like, cute rapper. It's like...
I agree with you. But like, there's some girls who like Ladipo not because of what he's rapping, but it's just because of
like,
who he's speaking.
Yeah.
Oh la la, he's so fine.
He's so fun.
I
He's
feel
so
that.
cool.
And the way he carries himself.
And he's so humble.
Yeah, I feel that.
There's nothing more annoying than a man who is fine,
you know the
who
crazy
knows
thing?
he's fine and is proud.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy that I was
Well,
like...
I mean, I like Amanda is proud.
No, I don't like proud people. I don't like proud people generally.
I mean, I'm proud.
No, you're not.
I am proud.
You're not.
Okay.
I don't
You're
like
proud?
proud people generally.
I am proud.
I like anything that you are.
That you are. But like, he is like, you can't, somebody like Ladipo, you can't come in front of him and misbehave or talk shit.
Yeah,
you
he's
can't,
very cool. He's
yeah,
very
you can't
cool
misbehave
person.
in front of him, but he doesn't need to be
It's
nasty
probably like one of my
about it.
coolest
What do you think you
superstars.
can misbehave? I've seen someone misbehave and
No, there's some people that you see them and you just feel like you can do rubbish and get
Like
away with
who?
it. Let me think now. I'll give you an answer before we finish. I can't think of anyone. now.
I don't remember.
Like
again.
Portable. You can come in front of Portable and misbehave.
Come in front of
And you think
Portable
he
is
gets away
crazy,
with
though.
it? Are you joking?
It depends on the kind of weary you came with,
Are
too.
you There's no worry that you call me that Portable is going to leave you.
It's aura for aura, madness for madness.
Exactly. So
But like, you will not see Portable and just think
But
in your
like,
head,
so
like,
like-
oh, I need to behave myself because
Exactly.
I don't want to embarrass myself. If you want to misbehave in front of Portable, you are ready to be embarrassed. But you wouldn't just think of doing anything like that around people like Ladipo, who is so handsome, by the way.
I think it's like so, like, the crazy thing is before this...
he's married. Just putting it out there.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think so, I don't
Not
know.
like I even had a chance, but so sometimes it's nice when a guy you have a crush on is not married.
You don't know his spec, so you can't say you not like you have a chance. If he was not married,
He's sha married.
yeah, you don't know his spec.
So I was tweeting about the lyrics. I was listening to the song prior to like me coming on this podcast, and He's just like a very cool guy. I tweeted before that like I think I need him more in movies.
He was in
'Cause,
one. I
yeah,
think
he was
he
in
was
the
Yeah,
Mary
and Christmas in
Christmas in
Lagos.
Lagos,
Christmas in
yeah, and he
Lagos,
was so
yeah.
good in it.
Yeah.
It was so good, and
So
then like,
good in
oh
it.
shit, I need like Ladipo more in movies because like I think he's just gonna
He's
do
so
so
manly.
good, and
Yeah.
it's gonna be like one of those actors that like you just like look out for, right? And he can rap as well, so yeah.
So you were as cool as Ladipo when you were rapping?
No, probably not as cool as Ladipo. But I mean, I kind of like had like a community, and but like in addition to like me being a rapper, as I said, like as you said, like I was a content guy, so it wasn't just rap, and I had like a community that were coming to me for graphics or like for videos and for marketing sometimes, right? And it's like, oh yeah, I think I can be useful in all these places, right?
I mean,
So
you're an all-round creative
Yeah,
genius.
it is cool.
creative genius is a stretch, but all-round creative
Is it?
like if you had a genius, it's like now I'm pressured. I have to impress people.
You don't have to impress. We just have to do you.
Like you already
True.
have the workings to back
Yeah.
it.
True.
Like how
true,
many
true.
creatives would come out and you wouldn't be able to go aura for aura with them,
Yeah.
especially in Nigeria.
Maybe a few.
Just talk your shit.
I feel. I mean, I
I
get
be
it.
on your shit.
Yeah, I do. Like, I think I'm pretty confident about like most of the stuff that I do, and I'm very proud of like them as well, right? And I mean, I just hope to like do much more. I feel like this is like the start. Like I've been working for like a couple of years now, and I want to just like be able to press more on it. And every month or every time I wake up, I'm reminding myself like, oh yeah, you need to be able to change
have
the
to
world.
do
you feel
more.
me?
So what was the first cool thing that you did that made you feel like, okay, I should take this whole content thing a lot more seriously.
Serious.
Like make a career out of it even.
I think it gradually. I think I was just going into it. So as a rapper, I
What was your rap name?
Emaxee, like
Okay,
basically.
so you didn't change
Where
it.
did you get that name from?
Emaxee is So I said it was before, and they said it was corny. So Emaxee is basically a Yoruba plus English word, like joined together, right? So Emma is you will, and C Emma like Oma. When they say Oma, it is
Emma Fue blow.
yeah, Emma Fuemblo, like I will give you blow. Do you
Eh-heh.
understand? And if I say no, that's not even correct. But Oma is you will or you should. Do you get? And Emma is when it is a lot of people. So I want you or Emma Bamishe and Kombe. Do you understand? That type of thing.
So where did the C come
So
from?
C is like the English word, which is C, normal like you will see.
Oh, MSC.
Exactly.
So I thought it was actually from your name, Emmanuel.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, you're just trying to make it too deep.
I feel like it's both of them.
It's
kinda
from
like,
it's
you
from
know,
Emmanuel, Emaxee.
no, it's not.
MSC.
So the X.
It makes sense. Like
the
he's
S
a
change to
rapper,
X,
so like
yeah.
you see.
Exactly. She gets me, and I like that.
Yeah, she's your girlfriend in the future.
I'm there already.
I expected some amen or something. But
Nah, I'm there. It's amen is like something that you probably it's so far, but like if it's so close and you feel close to it, it's like oh yeah, I'm there already.
I wish I could show you your face right now. Thank God this is being recorded. You will see your look.
Who is this guy?
So you were telling us about how you started off as a creative proper.
So I think it's it developed into like different things because like if you look at it, like I started rap like when I was like in secondary school, right? And as a rapper, I was like you're trying to like get a lot of things, right? But my mom was like, and
Things
I
like
usually,
what? The girls.
No, like you're trying to get a lot of like people to like fuck with you and just like follow you for some reason. And I usually give my mom credit for this because I think my mom kind of like figured that like I wasn't like a nerd type. I wasn't the type that like to an extent probably like smart, but not also like book crazily or I want to like pass the subject, right?
Mm-hmm.
So and guess what she does like to like the kids like which is oh go and learn a skill, right? And at the time there was this photography place in my area and like oh yeah I went there and I started from photography but what interested me in the photography was not the picture or the practical part, it was the editing. So there was this tool called Photoshop that we were using to edit, so I was more focused on that. And like for months I'd go draw cartoons and stuff, but I was also a rapper, so I knew that like that Photoshop could do my artworks, right? So I started like, just like making like artworks for myself and other people started seeing it. So other rappers that, because I was a studio rat as well. because I didn't have money and my mom wasn't like crazily in support of my music, I didn't have the resources to be able to go to studio. So the only thing I could do was be a studio rat. And as a studio rat, they will send you weed, they will send you alcohol. And when they saw that like, I could design, it's like, oh yeah, you could design, come design my artwork. So the best artists in town at the moment were coming to the studio. And
What area was this studio at?
This is Oshogbo. This was in Lagos. Because I didn't grow up in Lagos. I grew up in Osun State, Oshogbo. So the artists in their town were gonna come to the studio, and they were looking like, and I was gonna do it for free because I was trying to hand studio time. So from there, you just like growing, and I entered uni. And when I entered uni, it was just I became popular straight up. Like I think in my 100 level.
What school?
University of Ilorin.
Okay.
And I became popular with rap. It's like everybody knew me with rap. But shout out to my what's the name? My president, my department president at the time. Unilever came to the school, and they needed a designer because he was the campus ambassador. They needed a designer to do like the whole stuff. And that was like my first big money, I guess. Like it was probably like good. I think it was like a 50K or like I don't know, but it was just like really good money. And it just told me that like, you know what, Unilever they want to do these things. And that's what I was saying things about, like you need feedback because the design wasn't crazily good. It wasn't like the best, right? It was just okay. You get, and I got feedback from that. I mean, they gave me the money, they did the whole thing, but like I got feedback from like, oh, this is how they feel about this. And from there, like people started seeing that I could design as well. And as a rapper studying economics that could design, trust me, like everybody was like, amazed about that. So in school,
really cool kid.
Cool was probably like a stretch because like I wasn't like particularly cool. I was studying economics.
You're making it sound like economics.
I
is not a
mean,
cool
that's
course.
like social science.
Yeah, economics is not in Unilever. You don't find cool kids in economics. Like it's you find cool kids in arts in.
I feel like arts, mass communication.
Mass communication,
social science.
That's why you see the babes now. Like that's why you see like the.
So because there were no babes in economics,
no, there were babes.
That's why it was not cool.
No, there were babes, but like it wasn't just like the go-to like what you would expect a rapper to be studying at the time, and so I was surrounded by nerds, and shout out to them to be very honest, because like they kind of like made my whole school time a little bit more fun and more serious, right? And but like people saw that like this guy was just different, and like from there, like rappers were seeing me in school, and the same strategy like from home where I designed for like folks. I was doing the same thing for like people in school, so I just like designed for them, and gradually you just see that like as the rap is going, same is the way the creative area is going as well. So
at what point in all this did you now decide that it was time for you to like quit rapping and just focus on the creative
space?
It took longer, to be very honest. Like it took like I feel like even up to now people are still surprised that like if you tell some people it's like Emaxee, I was at a party on Saturday and someone saw me and was like, when are you dropping a song? Even in the day it was on Sunday. Oh no, Saturday. And someone told me it's like, when are you dropping a song? And I'm like, I've not even dropped a song in 3 years or something. It's like, and it's still surprising because like I had a full community because I was moving them with design, I was moving them with rap, and they just saw that like this guy was, it was different. Like the way my approach to design was different from like
your approach to rap. So why did you now stop? You could, I mean, was it because Wizkid said rap is dead?
No. So I wasn't even just a rapper. Like to be very honest, I could sing. Like I have like.
So why did you stop?
I feel like he just figured out what the exact thing he wanted to do and decided to quit the other.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna touch on it because like I'm gonna touch on it because it took longer. So my 200 level, I had more clout in school as a rapper. Only people that knew that I designed were gonna like to come to me. I mean, the artist community, if they wanted to do stuff, right? But I knew that design wasn't just the way. So I needed to learn because there were other designers, right? And the one thing I understand about life, even from my time at the studio, right, is having leverage, right? Having something that other people don't have.
Yeah.
So I figured that like other designers, they were not motion designers. They were not people that could move objects in terms of like, stuff. So whenever an artist comes to me to say they want to design stuff, because I'm going to give a cheaper price, for me to be able to beat a higher price, I'll tell them like, oh, I could do a lyrics video for you. And
truly you studied economics.
So I learned how to like do like motion designs, and from motion designs I learned how to edit videos. from learning how to edit videos. I learned how to like shoot videos. So it was just, and this was like, I was my own advert, because people will see the stuff I post, and like this stuff that like I share, and they're like, "Oh, where did you do this?" I'm like, oh, you won't
did it
believe
yourself.
You won't believe if I tell you. You won't believe if I tell you. And I was at that point like, oh yeah, it started growing, and people saw it. You know, I designed for like Chinkweko, my 300 level, I guess, for Naira Mali, Oladibs, and like a bunch of people. And I think it was 300 level that I got a chance to be able to enter Maven as well. But now I entered Maven as a video production intern. This feels like a boring story. Are you guys bored?
No, we're not bored.
Yay.
We're not bored. It's kind of cool that you started working with Maven as a student.
Yeah, so I mean, it was COVID year. It was COVID year 300. I think it was like the beginning of 400 level. And I had the opportunity, and I was super happy. But I entered as a video production intern, which is like a role for you to be able to carry cameras and fix the lights and do all the cool stuff. And big shout out to like my supervisor at the time, Shagun. I was just like very passionate. It's like coming from school, learning about artists, knowing the things they want. I was more than a video production intern. So I told them like, oh yeah, I could be able to serve as a content strategist and like do more stuff for the artists personally. And I got promoted, so I left the studio, because I'm Maven, there's a studio and there's a admin side, right? So I was going from the studio to the admin side. And it was just so good, because like for me it was growth at the time. Like this rapper boy from Ilori and Oshobo is kind of like doing stuff with Aristide.
This is like the coolest
with
thing
the cool
about
people.
The coolest thing about Maven, like Maven, they know how to help people grow.
Yeah,
that's
I feel like that's like probably
space
like
that
one of
helps
the
people grow.
ultimates. I've done like a lot of cool stuff after that, but it's not like one of the ultimates. And every time I have the opportunity to give shout out to like the people that I met there, I do, because like it's one of the things that shaped me. There's still also like mentality from home, which like my mom like given like all of us, which is you have to be smart, like you have to be crazily, be obsessed with stuff, right?
Yeah.
And this was like one of the things that I had, and I left Maven. I got viral. I went viral as a rapper. Immediately after I left, there was this song called "It's Not My Fault." It was a very controversial song.
It's not what?
It's not my fault.
It's not your fault.
It's not my fault.
Oh,
he's trying to be cool. It's my fault.
It's not my fault. It's a controversial song about the educational system and juggling life as a creative, right? And it kind of like just blew up on Twitter. So I had like this moment that's like, I feel like that's one of the things that motivated me, even like leaving the job, and also school was gonna resume. So I was like, oh yeah, let me just chase this. At the time, I was already getting tired of music, because music is gonna drain you, right? It's like you're safer on the creative side, because you're gonna be burnt out from like a lot of things. Like it's not like I had huge money, or I had a label, or like I had like stuff, right? I was just like making cool stuff, right? So I was getting burnt out, and then I was like, oh, I was gonna go hard for the next 1 year on rap, and I did. I tried my possible best. Like when I got tired, I was just like, I'm just gonna quit.
And so basically, you're saying now that everything you're doing on the creative side, aside like being an artist, it's kind of easier for you to handle and process as a human being.
Oh, it can't always be easy, but yeah.
Being an artist is an ultimate job. Like, I don't know how I can be able to emphasize. It's like I don't know how to explain to people, but like being an artist is like the craziest job. It's like I've performed in the front of 10,000 people. How do you compare that to me impressing 7 people in a room, in a conference room? I'm gonna nail it. Like, you get like, I've been faced to impress 10,000 people before, which I probably like did. And now I'm faced with like 8 people in the conference room. Ugh, don't worry. Anything you want to hear, I will give you to you. Cause
I mean, it's perspective, because like those 8 people in the room, imagine sitting in front of like 6 Dangote and $2 or $10. And you want to compare them to like 10,000 Unilag students.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
You facing 10,000 Unilag students and wanting to impress them compared to like you preparing yourself. Like now you've prepared to like, impress 10,000 people. You've prepared to, what's going to be the first line you're going to say when you get to the stage? What's going to be the first thing you're going to tell them? How are you going to perform it?
Yeah, what if they're not even having your performance?
Now compare that to like just making sure you prepare for a PDF or like a presentation that just has to do with like 10 people. Like,
And I said those 10 people are like the
But
top,
to be fair,
top
as,
one of
as
the
long
top
as you have
ones.
your slides sorted and like you know all
You
the
get-
things you want to say,
you just need to know your
once
beats.
you start, the confidence comes out.
Because like as an artist, you already have the
Because
confidence
they
to face
would listen
10,000.
to you. You're going to get their attention as long as you know what you do. But with as an artist performing in front of 10,000 people, what if those? What if the
Somebody-
sound? What if the sound is bad?
You
They
get
will now put the anger on you.
So what
Jiggers.
if the cord, one of the cords to connect your system to
Jiggers.
the...
Exactly. So
I'm
like,
saying if you're presenting in front of 8 people, what if one of the cords
no,
is
no,
bad and this is your destiny helper?
No, before the presentation starts, he would have sorted all of the wirings that he needs to.
Or a thing where in your file, the first thing there is give me a topic off your head now.
Say
Pay me my money.
what it means to be a creative in Nigeria.
What it means to be a creative in Nigeria, and then the first slide says, so as a creative in Nigeria, being a creative in Nigeria is not the coolest, it's not the easiest job in the world,
And also like-
because
and also-
then hold on, it's not the easiest job in the world because you need money, and then Dangote looks at you and says, what do you need money for?
I mean, even Dangote needs money.
No, I'm saying, so if Dangote says to you, what do you need money for? This guy is not serious, and then they just ho 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 ho. And then where do you go from there?
That's why
you
you're
say
doing
that,
that.
you
That's
not
why
say
you're- that's why
Dangote, you need money.
That's why your confidence even
And
comes
then you say,
in.
thank you very much, please,
No,
you could
of course
excuse
not.
us.
Of course not.
Next.
I also feel like that's like one of the things you learn as an artist. Because if you've been an artist for like a couple of years, and you are faced with having to
Evolve.
not even evolve, like you're faced with a situation and you have to like make the best out of the situation, right? You're at a stage where you're only allowed to perform 2 minutes, and that's probably
Being
a
an artist, or being an emerging artist, and being an emerging comedian, stand-up comedian, which one is harder?
Maybe being a stand-up comedian.
Being a stand-up comedian.
Because like,
And in Nigeria.
in this Nigeria, people are angry.
Exactly. Where do you want stuff from to make us laugh?
I feel like it's the boss, because Nigerians are harsh, to be very honest.
Yes.
They could be tough. Like they could be tough sometimes, and I think it's both. I mean, I feel
I
like
think it's easier to be an artist in Nigeria than a comedian right now.
But I mean, for comedians, you can just pick one of your. So the thing is, if you
Sometimes your best joke doesn't work in certain crowds.
But like you have let's say you have like 5 jokes. You say the first one, you see that the crowd is not reacting. You enter the second one immediately,
And did not
enter
react.
the third. There's
By
no how
the
they
fifth one.
Yeah.
By the fifth one, just yeah.
At least you get something. When you get by the time you get to the 5th one.
what I'd say is just that like people should allow people suck at their jobs, because people are gonna get better. The songs that I dropped like in 2016 suck like mad, right?
So
And
this
compared
is
to-
you telling us that, oh, don't judge me, my song sucks.
No, like I'm just like saying that like people should give chance like to people, like if you are. And I was telling Sarah the other time that like I see the word as a creative as well. So when I see a creative work, my goal is not like, oh, let me go bash them or let me go give one comment that is gonna make the person feel down, right? I'd rather not see anything. And when I'm impressed by the person's job, I'll probably like comment and let them know that like, oh, this is what I think about what you're doing, than just bashing and bashing, right? Or you could just slide into DM, oh, you're doing a really great job, but this is where I think you should be able to get stuff. And like growing up or like doing like a lot of things I did, I saw a lot of that, and that's like probably like what contributed, because like people come to my DMs like, oh yeah, your performance was nice, oh I wish you performed this song, or I wish you'd shout less, or do so thing. And all those feedbacks just like made me feel great, right?
Yeah.
And there was a time where someone dragged me on Twitter, actually. I think it was Davido's concert. And they posted a video, and I DM'd the person. It's like, oh, yeah, I didn't like that. The situation around this thing wasn't really great.
You performed at a Davido concert?
I performed in 2023, I guess. And
cool.
and they posted a video, and I was like, I have to DM the person to make them understand the situation that made me go.
Did they
To be
delete it?
honest, you see, when it comes
Cool.
to like dragging, especially on X, I feel like the key to dealing with dragging on X is not to be bothered, because at the end of the day, people will say their shit, and like just because that's your opinion about this doesn't mean that
That's what it is.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's okay for you to have your own opinion, and I'm also going to have my own opinion. And like, I can't, I don't see you.
I feel you.
Fair.
Yeah,
I feel you,
so
but also think that like we creatives, we need to see ourselves as products.
because I'm not going to DM someone to say, "Oh, you called me fool on my comment section. Why did you do that? You're a fool now."
I feel you. I also think like creatives need to like see themselves as products. And what I mean by products, and I usually like give Coca-Cola as examples, right? It's like, see yourself as a bottle of Coke, right? You are giving a service out, right? And for Coke, it is good. So if someone says, "Oh, your product is not particularly the best," or they tested the Coke and it was funny, right? I think you should like probably look at like the product's review, because this is like the reason why I'm saying this is that like it improves the product over time.
Yeah, I understand that part.
Feedback is the ultimate thing for
Obviously,
creatives,
yeah. I mean,
right?
in marketing, that's
And
important.
Now when the products like get better, I mean, people can be, as you said, like if you call me a fool, like I don't owe you like a response, like I'm just gonna leave you. But if there's any feedback, and which I think people should look into more, which is like go give feedbacks as much as possible. Let it be from a loving place. Like it's the way. I wish like people can see like the way I say it, 'cause like it's from
I
a
wish
very,
to.
it was from a loving place. Like I don't hate you. I want you to just like, you know, be able to like just do
Get
these things
better.
better. Because like a lot of that, like if all these things that like I'm doing at the moment, all the good like stuff that I'm doing, people like, I see the feedback, even the positive ones. Oh, I love that transition. I take that transition and like, oh yeah, let me capitalize on that in the next video. Because like if you love this, like we could be able to like just make sure like a lot more people like, you know, are able to see these things. So feedbacks are like crazily important, but also like you should be very protective of yourself, which is like don't interact too much with like every negative
The truth
comment.
is, until this podcast, I was never on the side of social media that had to do with dragging.
Oh,
Like
yeah?
if they are dragging people, or if I swipe, like I would hardly watch those videos, hardly. But then ending up being on the receiving end of this, it was so
Yeah.
tough for me. I would always send her DMs and send her some comments. People that I felt like were mutuals, you know, like we kind of had, not like we
Yeah.
were friends or
Yeah.
anything, but like we know each other for social media. I'm not expecting you to be on one jobless boy insulting my
I feel
podcast.
you,
Like
feel you.
I'll send them to
I
her.
feel
She'll be
you.
like, "You're the one stressing yourself. Stop." But now I think I've grown thick skin, and I
Yeah, I
really
feel
don't
you.
care
Yeah,
like
because,
that again.
People always do them.
I wanted us to talk about Cosamote's files that's coming up
Yeah.
very soon. So let's just touch on that very briefly. You said 11
It
songs.
can be brief. Oh.
It
I have
has to be brief. Oh.
Talk. I have so many things to talk about
Just break it down.
it. I think it's like I feel like it's the most important thing that I've probably been involved in.
Mm-hmm.
That will probably like there's probably gonna be another thing next month, but that's like the most important thing so far, because like so Cosamote started as an agency, a creative agency. So one of the things I realized with the work that I do, or the work that I've done, is I was serving a lot of creatives and I was serving a lot of normal people.
Yeah.
So serving a lot of normal people in terms of design, serving creatives in terms of music.
Yeah.
Right? And I wanted to be able to have an umbrella to that. And which, you know, I see people like Kendrick Lamar or like, you know, Travis Scott having platforms like Cactus Jack
Yeah.
or like a PG Lounge and stuff, right? And you see this as like, oh yeah, we can be able to like create something that could be like an agency but also a collective. And that was the initiative in 2022, which is like, oh, I was surrounded by a lot of people, even artists that would tell me to like design stuff for them. And I thought about it, and earlier this year I put it into work.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like, yeah, let's drop an album that was gonna involve 11 artists. And
Who are some of the artists?
yeah, by the time this podcast comes out,
It will be out, yeah.
we've announced
So
them.
tell us.
So you don't want to,
So there's Caleb Clay's, like this fierce rappers, like really good. There's this babe called Respect. She's really good as well. You guys probably know Fimi. Fimi's a rapper. She's like hard.
Yeah,
She gives like
we know
Doja
her.
Cat vibes, or like just like very good rapper. There's Jams as well. Jams is like an R&B artist, very, you know, crazy.
So basically it's like a lot of new faces.
Yeah, a lot of like, so, and that's like the story. That's like the thing you want to tell. You want to be able to solve a problem for like independent artists. So I want to put them in an umbrella. And one of the issues that Afrobeat is facing right now is going to be a lot of music dropping, right? So why
Yeah.
not just like put that, like instead of stressing 11 artists to drop album, each album. Why not just like put all of them together and just like make an album for them? And
Sorry, Scott. You just mentioned something about how in Afrobeats we have like a lot of music dropping.
yeah,
Do you think that a lot of music dropping has affected the quality of music that we have now?
has it affected a lot of the quality? I don't think it affected the quality. I think it affects the demand for it. Right.
Fair.
So it's just a lot of like I don't listen to a lot of songs like that. Like it's like I've picked one song this last week now and I've gone hard and I'm dancing. I was dancing to it when I was in the car.
What song is that?
Zeus and Solis.
I haven't
It's
heard
just
that
so
song.
good. It's like Zeus and I'm like, oh, God,
I haven't
this
heard that
song
song,
is
but I've
hard.
heard really good feedback about
Right,
it.
yeah,
Solis is so
trust me.
talented.
Like I'm the type not to like let music enter me, but this one it enters me, and so like that's it. We're solving a problem for like making sure that like the quality is sustained, and in addition to an extension of the album is gonna be an art expression. So one thing that I wanted to do every year, because Fast is gonna be dropping every year, and one thing I wanted to do is like attach it to another form of art, right? And what I mean by that is we're going to add an art expression. So this year we're writing a novel, or we've written a novel.
You're doing really cool stuff. What do you mean you're writing a novel, releasing an album, doing an art expression? Come on.
We've written a novel that basically every chapter of the novel is inspired by every song from the album.
That's so
Yeah,
cool.
so
cool.
I think it's like probably like one of like the maddest thing that
Who
like,
came up with that
person,
idea?
I mean, myself and like a few people, and I was just very stubborn on it because a lot of situations happen.
So who's doing the novel writing?
Oh, there's this babe Michelle Giro.
Okay.
She's the first time writer, but she's written for like platforms like Album Talks and Native Mag and platforms like that, and she's just really good. Like I'm so excited to like see people read the story, because the story is about the album is about romance. Every song in the album has element of romance.
Are you a romantic person?
Yeah, I think to an extent. Yeah, coming from you, yes, I think to an extent. But I talked about a story on my Instagram where like Adekunle Gold was like one of the people that inspired this, because like his first album was what got me through my first heartbreak, and the album was basically about like romance, like. A lot of the songs.
That was the album that had Sade and Oriente.
So Oriente was shot in my state. Like, he shot it
In Osho State?
Yeah, in Osho State.
Oh.
The video was shot in Osho State. The crazy thing is I was in school that day. I think I was like in SS2. And I remember...
You were in SS2 when Oriente came out.
Yeah.
You should be calling me auntie. You should be calling me Auntie Sarah.
What if I was like a 20-year-old?
Oh, lol.
but I remember that day. It was like 15 minutes away from me, and people were like, Adekunle Gold was in town.
Did you go?
I didn't go because I was in school. Like, it was after I got from school. It's like, oh, it was like 15
When you
minutes
say
away.
school, they would think that you're in uni. I was in
No,
secondary
no.
school.
And it was just like so good because like I remember that time, like I'd entered uni and I'd listened to the album, and the album I'll just walk to it from time to time. So the album's about romance. Every song on the album has element of romance, heartbreak, grief, sex, like a lot of stuff, right? And in extension to that, we're like, oh yeah, let's write on this element.
I love
and
that.
next year we're gonna probably be doing another form of art, which
I love
could
that.
be movie or it could be
Like
painting,
a short film or
a
something.
short film, like stuff like that. So
I love that.
my plan for the next 5 years is gonna be for us to shoot a full-length movie. So basically,
That's cool.
We need to go now.
I love
I
it
mean,
too.
we would have loved to.
Would have loved to expand on this.
I'm coming back.
Yes, please.
That's
You will
what she
come
said.
back. It's not a that's what she said moment. You will come back.
You will come back.
Okay, that's what she said.
Thank you, Emaxee, for joining us on the podcast.
Thank you
And we're
so
looking
much.
forward to Cosamote Files.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I would figure out which one would be my favorite song on there.
Yeah.
I wish it would have been nice if you were rapping on any of the songs,
nah,
but
I
it's
wasn't.
okay.
I wasn't in this song at all.
So you didn't sing,
okay.
nothing.
I didn't.
Were you involved in this
The
writing process?
Yeah, like for a couple of songs. I executive produced the album, so I was basically in every room. It was 5 days camp, so I was in every room, jumping from one
I
to the
love
other.
that.
It was-
Look at that.
It was so good.
That is so cool.
That's so cool.
All right, catch us again next week with another fun episode of A Town Hall Different.
Different.
Follow us on social media. We are at A Town Hall Different Pod on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok.
So I have about how many replies? I'm coming. Let me count.
What are they saying?
11 replies.
So say the names quickly.
So Peculiar, Tosin, Ami, Chaji, Victor Oye, Amos, Lloyd, Femi Koride, Dafe, and Tochi.
Shout out to you
them.
guys. Tochi has been here before.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
think
Tochi has been here. Shout out to you guys. All right, we'll see you next week. Ciao.
Bye.